Santiago be aware of where everyone is, but they cannot get any more eliminations.
AGL do not even want that. They just want a bogey up. Even Lion. But Lion are still pouncing upon opponents, taking them down. They have 6 eliminations already. Just did lose out a player. And that's due to the launch pad they took, but that's still okay. However, they have a hit list on them for the next 1 minute. The position to the team who activated the hit list will be pinged. And they have to be wary about it. And that's going to be the Falcons. Initially, Lions did take them down, but Falcons, I think, wanted to fly and swoop down, put their beaks into the Falcons, and take that beast away.
It's going to be really fun how it's going to go. Lion, I would have surprised. I thought they would have changed up the way they play coming into this particular game. But for them, they're saying, no, let's just play our game. Let's continue our momentum and how we move. In this situation here, we just talked about Lion. Guaco is already getting knocked out. Now for Twisted Minds, an idea on exactly how it's going to go. Look at this map here, this area toward the sub. No one really around, so Fluxo, they can become the gatekeepers. They want to know. Twisted Minds knows exactly where MT7 is. Takes a lot of damage already. Will tie by a bit more time. The long-range weapons that MT7 has is lethal in his hands. Exposy is getting shot back in return. And both these teams temporarily on a stalemate. Exposy, the glue wall falls, takes quite a bit of damage, forced to reposition, but able to put another one down. The electrotherapy will give a bit of space. Not for long. Teammate knocked down. The bat is here as well. MT7 is going to be completely overwhelmed here. Tries his best to at least steal away a pickoff. Not going to be able to do so. But still, Geo decides to join in on this fight.
There's more from Fluxo. There are chances that Fluxo can take a hit, but it seems like there's been a call made to retreat. Do not continue this fight, because if they keep giving eliminations to Twisted Minds, that is them going to be activating match point. And Twisted Minds, their chase doesn't work in their favor. They almost were about to lose 2 players. They did lose 1. But instantly knowing that Fluxo is close by, they decide not to continue that fight with this disadvantage.
Gotta take this slow, you gotta be very, very safe. But at the very least here, for you and the rest of Fluxo, they can be the ones to keep Twisted Minds out of the zone. But if you take too long, the Lions are going to go on a hunt. And Lion is now here. Their strategy of going completely aggressive, taking fights left, right, and center has been going very, very well for them.
Twisted Minds, only 1 elimination, meaning they will jump to 88. They need more players to be at least eliminated. 10 in the lobby. If a team gets eliminated, they bring it down to around 8, they'll start getting placement points and they might make those 3 points. But this is how pressure works, especially in the finals. You know, with match point under threat, if you don't activate it, somebody else activates it, and then the booyah to follow is the game being closed for Free Fire. And that is why Twisted Minds are also along the same line of how we are seeing AGL trying to play safe and secure some of those eliminations, those points.
The position coming in from Lion, instead of just going in for this fight, decides to prioritize positioning, and it's good. They got a compound, and most importantly, a bit more advantage to the players of Twisted Minds and even Fluxo. To see Buram United still out there in the open, we thought the last map would be a change in pace for this particular team since it's very, very quiet. But we haven't seen more from them on this map either.
But Twisted Minds, they're also unable to say a lot. It seems like they're just back and forth in the play zone. They're playing outside the edges itself. Anytime they try to get closer, Fluxo once shut them down, and the other time they had a clash, somehow surviving. Good use of the electrotherapy is all I can say at this point, because they're trying to survive that play zone and nothing else, because they want to make it to the end. They're trying to bank on those placement points we're talking about. RRQ on the other end at the 9th spot, 46 points. We just broke a record. 45 total points. Why not them trying their hand at it? Because we know RRQ have that potential.
They do.
It's just that they miss out when it's time to close. So RRQ can always stage their very own comeback.
In this situation as well, AGAL, like you mentioned, fairly quiet, but this air to a refinery could be good for them. Going in from these long-range picks, being able to catch people, any team in the midst of rotation.
I'm surprised to see refinery so empty. AGAL,
right?
They're having a ball of a time there. And if that continues, they can see command posts right down. And that is where the circle is.
But the fights are still going on here with the Made in Brazil loss getting that first pick off here. But General will be the one that's faded out there. But you can't count Yago out, putting in that damage. But the Falcons were so ready for Rigby's jump shot. Triple elimination for him. Aggressive as heck and another step forward to their own match point. With MIBR loss, able to bring one player in the game. You need more if you want to bring the whole team. Not enough coins to be able to do so.
Problems for every team who want to get closer to match point. Loud have only 4 eliminations. Falcons want to make their way, but they need around 27 in total. They have earned 10 of those eliminations. AGL finally making a rotation out of the refinery. We spoke about it. Circle is not there. With the position that they hold, they have a clear front to move around. And that's how they decide to rotate as well. Rather than going directly into the circle, they're moving around it so that they have information, and especially the vertical terrain advantage is what they still want to keep.
AGL just now, they were trying to get advantages earlier, but now the advantage comes close since they do have this huge terrain. Those Lion Games King will be knocked down, but Della is here to completely obliterate. Shots from above, catching the mid-rotation. Nameless, you gotta do something, you gotta survive. But Della shuts him down. A quadra kill from this player to further their way into the game, and a heartbreak for AGAL.
That was an M249 used like a Gatling gun and gutting AGL out. And Lion Della destroying the team who had match point, and now it's only Lion in Kalahari. They spotted the next opponent. That's going to be Fluxo. But they don't have to run into it because Fluxo are already in another fight. That's going to be Buriram. These teams are fighting amongst themselves while Lion are cleaning shop and paving path.
It's gonna be dangerous right now. Fluxo, crowd loud for them. A lot of energy, a lot of cheers, and Prem United looking to silence them. A quick reposition coming in from Budzin. Good enough to keep the rest of Buriram United at bay. But shots coming through from Lion pressures the rest of SAUL, and they're picking up the HP of the players, and they're not able to do a lot as the members of SAUL drop one by one.
M249 not stopping from Della. Has 4 eliminations, finally Troll puts a stall, and then a knock on Della was crucial to put Lion down, and SAUL are charging towards them. This is going to be an opening. The Joker tries to slow them down, confirms on Jack as well, bringing it down to a 3v3. Bunny with the ACAT has done the damage. Boatmaker also surrounding Lion. Very cautious on the approach. Nade being cooked, toss, will not hit the mark. SAUL are right behind the containers, but not in position for Lion to instantly fight.
Yeah, and now Lion running out of space. The same could be said about SAUL. Maybe a temporary respite between teams. Regardless, gonna try and chunk forward here as well, but kept at bay. Damage is too much, and throughout all of that, so Falcons RQ gonna juke it out. Falcons taking a lot of heavy damage, and RQ completely collapsed. The Falcons cannot move.
RQ, they managed to put Falcons down, but the fight is not yet done. MIBR lost, who managed to recover General and Yago, but RRQ as the zone's closing, they want to be ahead of it. They want to make a move, and they are. They also need the 7 teams still surviving. SAUL at the front of it.
Interesting.
And Della makes it inside the circle. Joker using the stealth bikes, and look at Jakob. He's in the other front. Reply rhythm used. This could be an opening to stall SAUL as well.
Could be really good. RQ is now out, but for the Lions, they're catching SAUL mid-rotation. SAUL eliminated, and they quickly go toward the next mark. They have Flux so close by. They also have Loud as well, but they're taking this bit by bit. Twisted Minds shut up inside of the compound, but Joker is just on a rampage.
Records were just broken, and now records are being made. History being created. Lion have the best advantage.
Loud in front of them. Trap helping them out. Big one. M79. Two of the players from Twisted Mind are down. Nicks up close and personal. And Loud have put Twisted Minds down. Lion a 3v4.
This is insane because Wakos is just finding the angle to Waka. Not able to land those shots. Taking his time, but the Knights have a nice crossfire and Loud completely surrounded. Cannot really move these two teams. Loud especially wants to stop Lion from being able to end this tournament. Trap stuck in the corner. Lion playing at a disadvantage with one player less. Joker taking his time.
Trap is the one who made it possible. Now Trap has to be the one to put Lion down as well. But Lion, Joker, the man who became the MVP, he has to hold this off. Nice throw, no player being revived. Nix making a jump. Can he do the damage? Two of the players from Loud have gotten closer. Doing the damage. Run being done from Della. He right now is not pulling the M249 up because he knows the number disadvantage in Nix. He finds the opening. Loud are stopping this from happening, and Nix and BCP, they stop Lion, stop them and bring it back to Brazil.
They are not allowing this tournament to end. You are not going home with that trophy. Must be frustrating, must be a heartbreak. You're so close, you're already there. The booyah right at the tips of your fingers.
That could have been history in Esports World Cup 2026 in Paris. There have been a lot of firsts that happen on this stage. And Lion, just by a sliver, missed this chance. But look at Loud, their execution. Trap, he started it all with the M79, using the launchers, denying everybody from getting closer. Twisted Minds getting shattered within the compound. And then Nix and BZP together for the final hit and make sure that the game trophy is still standing there and no keys are yet crushed.
I have to say, losing that one player advantage was just too much to deal with.
Look at Loud. That's a Loud reaction. The way they managed to hold this off. Trap. Yes, you have done magic. You have done the almighty as of now. That's what you pulled off over there. Otherwise, Lion, they were about to be the beasts of EWC 26 Paris Free Fire. Unbelievable, a back-to-back booyah to just close it off, close the stage. But Loud say that no, not yet. We are here. Southeast Asia has taken it away from us many times, but this time no, Brazil wants it. Keeping the lifeline open, and Loud will strike this hammer for the game number 7, our match 7, which is going to happen next. But what a game this was.
They're so proficient in getting those eliminations as well. Didn't change their momentum or style of play. Didn't even slow down. AJL a bit more quiet this time, prioritizing survivability. However, that target on their backs meant that they were getting hunted left, right, and center. And I would say that if this team decides to play like Lion, play their own game, they would have had a way deeper run. Regardless, now that the map is still going on, let's have a look at what Lion has to say about that map earlier.
Hello everyone, Carol Bombshell here back on stage. Oh my gosh, things here are getting really serious. The heat is up right now, I'm even shaking. And this interview must be really important right now because we gotta talk with Lions, especially with the Joker. That was the player that got the most kills, the most eliminations for Lions, where they activated the match point. Okay, so you guys got the biggest booyah of AWC history, and you just broke AWC point record, kill, and record everything. How did you feel after that incredible game?
Acaban de conseguir uno de los boyas más importantes en este torneo. Han roto todos los récords. ¿Cómo te sentiste en ese momento? ¿Cómo te sientes ahora?
Nada, la verdad que bastante emocionado. Al fin y al cabo yo creo que no hay mucha sensación porque seguimos todavía compitiendo, todavía no ha acabado nada. Yo creo que hasta el momento no estamos dimensionando lo que estamos haciendo, simplemente estamos queriendo salir campeones y estamos jugando para eso.
We're really excited, but we are not really feeling right now because we're still competing. So there's nothing to feel yet. We are just focused on getting the win and being champions.
Probably that's a good mindset for right now. You are now making history for Latam at this event at AWC, the World Champions. And you are past the point and become champions. How does it feel to be so close to making history here?
Estás haciendo historia para Latinoamérica, está en el punto en el cual ya pueden ser campeones. ¿Cómo se siente estar en estos momentos a un paso de ser campeón?
Nada, la verdad que no hay como un sentimiento claro, sinceramente. Lo único que estamos pensando es en cerrar la partida, lograr el bulla y terminar el campeonato y lograr ser campeones. Básicamente estamos jugando para eso.
We don't really have a clear feeling. We're only thinking about getting that big last booyah, being the champions, and that's all we're thinking about right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty much sure that's the goal right now. I don't want to take much time with you because you got to concentrate for the next match. But I got to ask about this last game. You were so close to get the booyah that it's going to turn you guys champions.